What's your premise? Is that? What's your premise? Just teaching. Sure. So, for example, this truth is not America first. Of course. Oh, you agree with that one? Yeah. People don't know, apparently. Black women are liberal white women. Because of conditioning, because, starting back in the 50s and 60s when laws were instituted to get black men out of home. So, right. So it's institutionalized. So I think that's right. So I agree with that, but I think that hopefully it's just changed. Well, I think it won't change on its own. We have to make it change. Of course. That's the challenge. And the Most High as well. Yeah. The Most High, most important. I think that we have always ran to government. We've always ran to Egypt. We ran to we run to every place else except for the Most High. And so when we start bringing in the Most High and running to Him, I think that marching and all that stuff is over. So, what do you think if someone said Black Americans have had the highest level of religiosity in the United States? Statistically speaking, for example, I used to teach in Baltimore. And when I would teach the kids of Baltimore, which is like 99.9% Black, you walk by 4 churches and also 4 crackheads, 4 women selling bodies. So the modern religiosity in the Black church has been white. Yeah, because we came over under their rules, and so even the preachers now have gone under their institutions and preaching a different gospel than that is in the Bible. So most people don't even read the Bible for itself, and so they have inherited this religion from the Bible that doesn't exist because most people don't read them themselves. Smash right there, audio, so I can hear it. Sure. Now, what would you say if someone said Christianity and the Bible is white supremacist religion? Because Black people came on the place of G. The Ku Klux Klan is a Christian organization. I agree with all those things. So I disagree with Christianity. I do disagree with Christianity. Christianity is not all of the Bible. Because people have not read for themselves. I think when they read the Bible for themselves, then they will have a different feeling of actually what the Bible actually said. Because most people will go to the teachings of what people have told them, what they were. I know that the Bible said this and the Bible said that, but you really have to read it for yourself. Well, I challenge you, especially with Black folks, because educational attainment is very low across the board. They might say Black women are the most educated in America. I've got some of the highest degrees possible. Yes. So I would challenge. Educational attainment is low among Blacks. In America in general, it's pretty bad, but Blacks in particular, quite low. And number 2, the Bible is a book of allegory and metaphor, so it's very hard to understand. Have you read it? Yes. In fact, I did a series where I read through the Bible from the very beginning, page by page. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I've read it. And I'll give you an example. Some things in the Bible. Let me know if you know this story. What does that symbol mean right there? It's just an S. Just an S. S meaning what? S-A-S-A. Satan the Center Nation. Saint and the Center Nation. It's a symbol representing an act. What's your first thought? Or you said right, but what is that? So that S also the satanic. No, it's symbol not, as well. No, it can't be. When you look at when you look at Kiss, I don't want to go too far off. I know, but so I just wanted to ask. No, it's just that. Just with the premise. And I'm not here being argumentative. No, it's nothing like that. So you asked me what it is. Yeah, it's an S. Okay. But with regards to the Bible, which you believe will save the Blacks. It's written by Blacks for Blacks. There's a book in the Bible. Let me know if you know this story. No. There's a man who has daughters. He never had a son. You guys know the Bible? He said the Bible's going to save Black people. Let me know if you know this story. There's a man in the Bible who has daughters. Never has a son. And so when he was aging, his daughter said, well, you don't have a son to pass on anything to. You don't pass on your name. You don't have an heir. So the daughters got their father drunk, and they had intercourse with him. Anybody know that story from the Bible? Yeah, it's you're talking about Lot, actually. Lot, and right? So it's Lot. So but you notice God didn't condemn that. So that's incest. Okay, so there's a lot of things that's in the Bible that God allowed things to happen, but because He didn't. Since you're pre-recording, you can record the audio. So she's getting me. You're right.
because he allowed humans to so there are a lot of things involved that wasn't condemned right then. But if you know the law, then yeah, that is against the law. So I mean, just like now, there's things that you have done and God didn't condemn you right then and there, right?
That's the challenge. Though. If you have everyday people and you say the Bible is a guide for living on earth today, and you have everyday people, they're not literary scholars. They're not going to be able to read the story wherein a daughter gets her father drunk, have intercourse with him. God never condemns it. So an average
How do you know
person,
that he didn't?
because I read the Bible.
But so do you think that the Bible critiques every single action that ever happened in every one of them? Because there's also a story in the Bible where a woman nailed a man's head to the horse, you know, because he was against that. I mean, so even though the law has already condemned it, so it's not gonna like, hey, that was wrong. Oh, that was wrong. That was wrong. Because the law has already been articulated. So the Bible is only a story of and a story like God's people and what should happen. So I mean,
But the book is the book practical?
I mean, is it what?
Like, is it practical? Like, if I hand you the book, can you live in today's world without the book?
Sure. Can I kill someone?
No.
Can I commit it? Can I
You
commit
can
adultery?
you can enslave someone.
Okay. Well, no, there was so the type of enslavement that the Bible talks about was not of what America did. That's something different. And if you read Jeremiah and Isaiah, they will be condemned for that. Just say I will be condemned at some point for what I've done.
So do you think that if we handed out Bibles to every black person in America, that they would behave better?
I believe if they had an understanding of it, then they actually
How do you give them an understanding of it?
by them reading it themselves and asking for the Holy Spirit to come down. I mean, because for
Now,
instance,
the
I can give
literacy
you any
rates
book.
with black people are not very high.
Okay,
So
so
you heard any of the Atlanta rappers? You hear,
I mean,
like the Bible is one of the more
I
complex
grew up in the
works.
hip hop culture way even before you.
Yeah.
So I know. So yeah, I
How
know
it
Bible.
degraded.
You know. So I mean, but I mean, just to say that. So for instance, what's your? So did you go to college?
Yes, I went to Berkeley and Johns Hopkins.
Nice. And so what was your concentration?
Political science.
Okay, so so by your premise, if I gave a political science book to everybody and say, well, based on people's literacy rate, they won't be able to understand it. So that means that I can do away with political science based on
No, that means that you have to provide them something useful.
Okay.
If I give out Bibles to everyone, it's going to be useless. One, because the literacy rates are very low. Number two, the Bible is easily manipulated because it's not clearly written. The Old Testament is more clear. The New Testament is very confusing. So, especially with black people today, you need to give them something that's very practical, very clear, and more importantly, you have it regulated, meaning that today's church, there's no regulation. You have homosexuals in the choir, and the church says there's a death penalty for that. So it's so much contradiction. So you need something that people are actually keeping pure.
No,
it's impure.
It's not contradiction because people will interpret it the way that they want, but there is an underlying meaning, just like in political science. There's an underlying meaning that does not subject itself to philosophy, that does not subject itself to what I think it said. If you wrote a book, there is something that you write that you actually meant for it to mean. So I can read and say, well,
my book is clearer than the Bible.
What's your name?
Marquett Burton. It's way clearer.
And that is subjective.
Way clearer.
No, that's subjective.
No, you can, in fact, you can run the text through AI and you say, what's the reading level of this text? It'll say the Bible's reading level is quite high, and the reading level I wrote at is the 9th grade because that's where Americans are. AI is manipulated, but it can look at objective things. So you think that the Bible is going to help black people behave better? Like if I give all black people Bibles, they're going to behave better? There's stories in there and morals that, you can benefit. Yes. Overall, you say no? I agree, because African Americans are at the highest level of religiosity. So they should be the best behaved if religion.
But whose religion? But whose religion?
Well, anytime you speak of Christianity, the blacks in America got that from their enslavers. So
correct. And so they use
Christianity is not an African thing. People
are you gonna let me talk? Are you gonna always kind of focus off? Because I just want I don't understand. I just want And I'm not here to be podcast. I mean, I saw it, and I like make America great again.
Make
I like
America
that.
great.
I mean, but the Bible
come right to you.
prophesies.
No, go ahead.
No, I'm just curious about Candace Owens. I'm a big fan of hers.
You're a big fan of Candace Owens? All right.
Candace Owens is a feminist.
Let's learn. Let's teach. We both learn and we'll both teach. Oh, it's a pleasure. Absolutely. Do the same. Do you know that you heard the term feminist, right? Do you like feminists?
I'm not going to answer that. I want you to tell me how she's a feminist first. I want to know your definition of what a feminist is.
All right. So, one, I will answer, but I will say
this.
It'd be a little bit more.
Great American.
No, sir. No, sir. It'd be more fair if we were both open. I just want to state that, but I'm gonna carry on. If we're both open and honest, it'd be more fair. But here's the thing. A feminist is a woman who's a careerist. A feminist is a woman who puts her work before her family and children. A feminist is a woman who is not a true conservative. Conservatism and traditional values, the woman tends to stay at home. Her man is out in front leading. Candace Owens, what's her husband's name? You don't know.
I know he's white.
You know he's white. And that was another reason that she got him, because she raised herself. Now, here's the thing. If Candace Owens was truly conservative, she wouldn't be working so much and so hard while having 3 kids. You cannot be a great mother while podcasting as much as you
can't
podcast.
say a conservative woman belongs in the kitchen. You can't say that either.
I can, and I did, and I mean
I don't
it.
believe that.
That's not traditional.
You lost me when you said
and
that.
You said she's a great American. If you look at our history when America was actually great, we had gender roles. We had a low rate of women in the workforce.
Now we have declining population. You know why she's a great conservative woman? She balances her work and being a great mother and wife as well.
That's why we have low birth rates.
That's why I'm a big fan. I got to get something to eat.
I bet you do. I gave you food for thought. You didn't want to eat that.
What's up, bro? Nice to meet you, man.
How you doing?
Hey, I know who you are, man. I've been checking you out like every day, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, hey, I appreciate you, man.
Yep.
Hey, absolutely. Thank you, man. All right. Yes, sir.